Peace. Back in the building with another video. Comment, like, subscribe at Buck Preacher 2283. Today's video is gonna be a turn from the hot topics because I have a disturbing question. And why are men out here offing their wives, trying to off their children, and then offing themselves? I have been seeing too many stories in the media that go in this manner, where some man is the woman's trying to leave, they're breaking up, and he decides to do something to the woman. You guys seen just last week, a guy was online, right? And something similar happens. Today is January 4th, 2024. It might have been a couple of weeks ago. You know, the African-American gentleman who went on live after he offed his girl and got into the police chase and offed himself. I just seen another story like that today. And it just makes you wonder what's going on with manhood in this country. And I'm going to give my analysis on the whole situation. And I think I have said some of this stuff before, but I'm going to say it again. For one, I want people to know it's a thin line between love and obsession. Okay? A very thin line. Okay, it's okay to love somebody, but when you're loving somebody to the point where it's obsession, then it becomes dangerous. You know what I mean? And I've been in a relationship now, like going on 30-something years, right? Me and my other significant, we don't do everything together. You know, it's just, for me, you have to take some kind of break and be reality based, okay? However, it's nothing wrong if you guys are in a relationship where you can kind of maneuver together. That's okay too. I think for the most part, grown men have become unstable to some degree in this country. You know what I mean? And when I say unstable, I mean unstable to the degree where sometimes, it seems like these dudes be off to the degree where it's okay to hurt a woman or a child. And I don't know what kind of grown man thinks like that. I'm a 70s baby, so you got to realize, for me, it's looking at broken men. Like, what are you doing thinking it's okay to harm a woman? I don't care if she left you. If a woman leaves you, man, move on. It's millions and millions of people on this planet. You know what I mean? Because doing the other thing is only going to get you a ticket to downstairs. And we all know what I'm talking about. Not only that, but your whole memory is going to be tarnished. You're going to embarrass your family, and everybody's around you is not going to want to have nothing to do with you, because it's such a coward act to hurt a woman or a child. So for all you men out there who are thinking that's okay, man, you are a cowardly lion. It's never okay to hurt a woman. It's never okay to hurt a child. I don't care what your emotional state is. You know what I mean? And it's never okay to be that clingy to a woman to where you sitting up and you just can't take it no more, and you're over emotional about some woman whom you've met. Okay? You wasn't born with this person. So get that through your thick skull. Just because you sitting in the house telling each other you gonna be together forever, man, things happen. You know what I mean? People meet one another. People fall in and out of love all the time. So you have to be able to distinguish when it's time for you to just man up and move on. I didn't even met cats out here recently crying over their women. Talking about, man, I want to do something to myself over a woman? Man, you know how ignorant and silly you sound? To want to hurt yourself over another human being? That means you don't even value your life, man. And for me, I just can't see how a grown man think it's okay to be that clingy to a woman to where you want to hurt the woman now that she leaving? Like, who raised you? You feel what I'm saying? Who raised you? It's too many people out here on the planet for you to be out here trying to off your woman because she don't want to be with you. Then you want to hurt the kid and then crash out and just hurt yourself. Like, no, man, that's not the way life goes. And you're not being a grown man. You being like some cat that's probably went undiagnosed with some kind of mental illness. Because a man shouldn't never put his hands on a woman under no circumstances. And a man shouldn't never ever get the thought of hurting his own children or a woman's children because a woman don't want to be with him. It's just ignorance. You know what I mean? And it's mental illness at the same time. So for me, you got to kind of like realize, me coming up during the time I did, we didn't put our hands on women. We didn't hurt women. Yeah, you had people that whooped on their women, but you didn't hear a lot of stories of men crashing out, trying to off their women and off their own children or a woman's children because a woman didn't want to be with them. I mean, how weak do you have to be as a man to do such a thing, right? You have to be super duper weak-minded and weak in spirit and soul. You know what I mean? It's never okay to be thinking like that, to be putting your hands on a woman or a child because a woman don't want to be with you. Like, come on, man. It's like some of the weakest behavior I have ever witnessed. You get what I'm saying? It's just weak behavior, you know. And at first, I used to kind of be like, you know, you're not supposed to be so clingy and all that. But none of it is an excuse to get to the point where you're there, where you're trying to hurt a woman and you trying to, but hey, I do think social media plays a part. Like I said, people spend so much time on social media that when they come off this stuff, I think some people just don't even know how to interact no more, right? Let alone think the way they supposed to think anymore. I think with social media, you kind of lose touch with reality to a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? To where you're not been paying attention to where, you know, thinking you still got your woman, and maybe you ain't just been paying attention to the signs enough to know that she ain't feeling you no more. You know what I mean? But it's never an excuse and okay for you to do something to a woman because she don't want to be with you anymore. It's just, it's ridiculousness, man. And I had to speak on it because there's a lot of it going on today. Every time you look up, it's another story about some sad coward doing something to a woman and a child because she don't want to be with him no more. And it's ridiculous, you know? But we also know that I did do a video on, you know, how manhood has taken a back seat here in America. They don't want alpha males anymore. They want confused men in this country. They don't want stern alpha males being breeded here anymore. They want you broken. They want the woman equal to the man. And it's a mess. You get what I'm saying? But all I have to say about that is you better hope a war don't break out, and especially a foot war, because you're going to be in trouble playing around. You get what I'm saying? See, you got to make it make sense when you don't want your men to be men. But anyway, man, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. I just had to, what do you guys think about men out here just crashing out over women that don't want to be with them no more, man? Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Peace.